Happy Monday again. It's been a busy morning already. Finally got my son registered for school, and unfortunately they're going to go ahead and start him out in just regular classes. I kind of can understand why the evaluation that they have is a year old and all of that, but I talked with the diagnostician while I was at the school today, and just talking to her about some of the delays he does have and some of the specific things that get him really worked up and things like that. She said that it would probably justify doing another evaluation, and she was going to talk with the principal today and try to get a plan in place for working with him and helping him. And she just told me if at any time I felt just overly frustrated with how he was doing or not doing, that I could call the school and request an evaluation even before they felt prompted to do one. So that made me feel a little bit better. She also told me that she has a 22-year-old that is autistic, and so she knew certain things that she could ask me about that maybe wouldn't have been asked about otherwise, like stimming, where they do repeated activities or say repeated things that are of comfort to them, things like that, because sometimes she needed to know about those because sometimes they can get disruptive. For Camden, it's that he will repeatedly talk about or act out the same episodes of different movies or even commercials that just really caught his attention, and sometimes to the point that he does not actually talk to you, he just talks about those things or reenacts those things. So, letting her know about that, and letting her know about he's got a nervous habit of chewing, so he's got a necklace to help him with that. Stuff that I don't think about because I deal with it every day. But I'm gonna get a drink and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm headed to work. I'm actually going a little bit early. I don't know if I'll get off early or if I'll just stay to my regular time. I don't know. I'm glad that we've got his registration done. There is one more proof of residency paper that I have to take my mom in to do since I live with her right now. We're going to do that tomorrow. But the diagnostician told me after she met with the principal, she would give me a call, let me know what the plan was, and the Meet the Teacher night is on Thursday, but she's going to set up a time for me to specifically talk to his teacher about concerns and things like that, which I really appreciate. I think she could tell how nervous I was. I don't want him to hate it. Going in, and I hate to assume the worst, but kids can be so cruel even when you're completely normal. And so I know at kindergarten age that's usually not as big of an issue, but it's just got me a little nervous. So it's a relief though to have that done, and I'm hoping that this week school-wise will be, or my work-wise at school will not be too insane. I know it'll be pretty busy, but hopefully not super crazy busy. Actually, Camden got sick over the weekend. I think it's just a cold, because he seems like he's feeling better today other than a cough, but now I have a sore throat. And I tend to be one of those that it seems like it's not that big of a deal, and then like a week later I find out I've got horrible bronchitis or something like that. So drinking lots of extra water today and get extra sleep and all that fun stuff. Hopefully that'll be enough to kind of keep it from getting bad. But I'm a huge baby when it comes to getting sick. I go ahead and I do whatever I've got to do. I take care of my business, but ugh, I'm a big old wimp about it. I don't do well. So we will see how it goes. I'm at work. So I'll close for now. We'll talk later. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. I don't even know what the temperature is. It is so hot. I got in my car and it took my air conditioner like 5 or 6 minutes to even start cooling off. Normally it cools off extremely fast, so. August in Texas, yeah. Today was crazy busy at work, and it's gonna get worse apparently. Lots of re-verifying of schedules for teachers. A lot of the full-time people came back today to start getting their lessons together for classes to start on Monday, and we're helping some of the new part-time people get things lined up. So there was a lot going on, and tomorrow and Thursday they are going to be having meetings all day, so I'll kind of be the only one in the office. But tomorrow is when they decide the final scholarship that I'm waiting to hear on. So I am anxious to hear about that. I'm excited. I think that I have a good shot at getting a decent amount of money. So I'm excited about that. My poor boss had to have a tooth pulled on Friday, and she is still so miserable today. I feel so bad for her. She's going back to the dentist today to see if there's an infection in it. So I'm just trying to keep things calm and do the running around for her and all of that. And I'm headed to the gym now. So I went swimming with a friend of mine on Saturday, and I haven't been swimming in probably, like for a workout, in probably 2 months, maybe a little bit longer. And she had brought her swimming flippers, and after she finished a certain number of laps with them, she asked me if I wanted to try them out, and I thought, oh sure. It can't make that big of a difference. And oh my gosh, my rear end cramped up horrible the day after. It was crazy. But I didn't expect my ankles to hurt that much. So it did, I could tell it did make the workout better though. So I'm going to hopefully be going swimming weekly with her. At least once a week. She goes a couple of times a week. So, actually, she may go more often than that. She swims 3 miles. I'm all excited if I get in 15 laps in an hour. But, it's kind of fun. It's a good way to get in some cardio, because I hate cardio. It's a necessary evil, but I think it's stupid. And so I can do it some way that's fun, I'm all about doing that. And the time passes so fast. when we're doing swimming. So I'm hoping that we can continue to do that and just keep with my other 3 days a week. I'm feeling a little better. I know I said this morning that my throat was sore, and it still is pretty sore, but I don't know. I definitely can tell I've got at least a cold. I hope that's all it is, because I am absolutely horrible about getting sick like the very last week of a semester or the very first week of a semester, and I'm just miserable. I have had bronchitis like 3 times this year, 4 times this year, so I would really rather not have that again. Twice it was near pneumonia, just in the last 6 months. But so I'm drinking lots of water and taking lots of vitamin C and lots of echinacea, drinking lots of hot tea. Hopefully, just Camden was feeling better today and not as congested, so I'm hoping that that's a good sign. Usually what happens is he gets sick first, and then I end up getting whatever he's had because he wants to snuggle, which I will gladly take, but I don't have time to be sick. I really don't. Even just a cold, I don't have time. So I'm trying to fight it off, and I think with going back to every other day workouts, that should give me enough recovery time that I won't just be exhausting my body. So I think that's why I've had the trouble the last couple of times with it getting so bad and getting close to pneumonia, is that I was working out 5 days a week and working and doing my school stuff, and I just was not taking proper time to rest. So I'm going to make sure I get some extra rest, and hopefully that'll kind of ward it off. But let's see what else is happening. I have to go get my books Thursday, and hopefully they will have everything that I need. I did get to talk to one of my professors today that's going to be doing my honors biology class, and she was excited that I was going to be in her class. She said that they have a lot of fun stuff planned that the regular classes don't get a chance to do, so I'm kind of excited to see what that is. I know you get opportunities to travel to different areas in town and surrounding towns to get more hands-on experience. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I sneezed out my thought. But anyway, it was good to catch up and see some of the professors that weren't there at all during the summer. There were a handful that didn't teach any summer classes at all, and so it was nice to see them. And I know there will be more of them coming back throughout the week, so I'm excited to see them again. We already have leaves changing all over town. It's really kind of ridiculous. We never, ever, ever have fall this early, and I've seen leaves on campus changing. I've started seeing them down our street changing. I just drove past probably 4 or 5 trees in a row that there's a big chunk of area that's yellow, and it's not that they're dehydrated or dying. We've had plenty of rain this time, where normally we are in kind of a drought season, but right now we are doing pretty well on our rainfall, so it's not bad. I assume that means we're going to have an early fall. So I do like fall, it just is followed by winter, and winter's not my favorite. So yeah, it'll be interesting interesting to see how quickly it gets here. I do want cooler temperatures because it's not usually as humid as it is right now, and it has been very humid for several weeks. So some cooler weather will be welcome. The nights are fairly cool, which is really nice. I sleep better whenever it's cool outside. I mean, I keep my room freezing cold. And we'd have the air conditioner on and I still have the fan on high. One of those people that anybody who sleeps in my room has the blankets pulled over their head and I'm just like sprawled out laying there. I like to be cold, I can't help it. But I am close to the gym now, so I will close and I will let everyone know how the workout goes. Okay, so I'm done at the gym and getting ready to head home. I didn't work out as long today because I feel just bad enough that I didn't want to push myself. Got a good 45 minutes in though, and feel pretty good about it. I decided to work my arms today instead of my legs just to switch it up. Oh, I can feel it. But had a good workout. I'd like to talk for a minute about some of my gym pet peeves. And I know everybody has their own issues about other people that drive them crazy. In general, people don't bother me. I mean, yeah, there's personality traits about people that irritate me or whatever, but in general, I just kind of go with the flow. But at the gym, there are some very specific things that drive me absolutely crazy. Number one is people that don't re-rack their weights. Especially if they really load up a machine with plates or something and then they don't put them back. I saw a lady, I think it was Friday of last week, and she's probably in her 60s. And she's in decent health and decent shape, but there's no way that she could have removed, they had like 125 pound plates on this machine that she was trying to use. And luckily there was a guy there that was nice enough to go and remove them for her, but if you can put plates on a machine, you can sure as heck take them off. It's not that hard. It's like a whole 6 to 8 inches to put them back to where you got them. It drives me absolutely crazy, especially when there's signs all around the gym very politely asking you to please re-rack your weights when you're finished. It drives me absolutely crazy. Second thing that drives me crazy, I usually don't take my phone into the gym at all. I do if my son is sick or if there's some kind of major family thing going on that I need to be able to have somebody get a hold of me for. Or once in a while if I am going in and just doing cardio and I'm going to do one of the machines where I can just sit and listen to my phone, listen to music on it. I understand that. But people that sit around on machines when they're not using them and they text or they talk on their phone and they're not doing anything but just keeping the bench warm, it drives me absolutely crazy. I cannot stand it. I know that there's some people that come in and they're working out and they're doing what they can to do business over the phone or something like that, and I'm sympathetic to that. Most of them will step off of their machines and walk away. But the ones that just sit there, especially when you've been nicely waiting for a machine but you've made it kind of obvious that you're waiting for it, and they just sit there and don't move, and they're on their phone for like 15 or 20 minutes, it's so infuriating. And then, and this is just my personal issues. People that go and check out their muscles in between every single set that they do. There was a guy there today, and yes, you could tell that he had worked hard on his body, and he had nice arms. He was working on his arms and checking them out. But I wanted so bad, and I did, under my breath, I said, I don't think they changed that much in the minute that it took you to do your set. I don't get it. I get being proud of what you've worked on, but like, he wasn't even close to a mirror. Like, he was flexing across the gym and staring at himself in the mirror, which just looks ridiculous. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm all about being proud of what you've worked for and what you've worked on. But there are mirrors in the bathrooms, and there are mirrors all around the gym that you can walk up to and not be flexing from like 50 feet away from the mirror and checking yourself out and making faces in the mirror. Especially when you're a grown man. And this particular guy was both sitting on machines while on his phone and flexing in between sets and checking himself out. It just, it was, I had to get away from him. It was irritating. I kept wanting to say something, and I thought, I don't want to say anything tacky. This guy could probably beat me up easily. And he's probably a very nice guy. It's the thing. I try to remember that. But, oh my goodness. If you're going to the gym, like I said, if it's an emergency or, it's your business or something, I'm all for keeping your phone with you. And I know people use their phones as their MP3 players or whatever. I totally am okay with that. But if you're going to waste other people's time by sitting around on your machine while you're taking a phone call or texting or Googling something, not okay anymore. And I don't know. I'm ranting and I'm crabby for no real reason. I just get super irritated over stuff like that. And what's even worse is when there's like, and I know this lady, she's so nice, but she comes to the gym all dressed in her gym workout gear and is there probably an hour and a half to 2 hours with her husband and one of their friends that lifts. And I promise you, she is just there to look cute and carry around her gym bag, because I think maybe in the last 2 weeks I've seen her actually lift like twice. The rest of the time she's sitting around on the gym equipment talking to people or talking on her phone or whatever. And maybe she's coming just to be supportive of her husband, and that's great if she is, but I don't get just taking up space. And especially if and not even just at the gym, if it's something that you've paid for, like the same thing goes with going to class at college. I don't get the people that pay for their classes, whether it's with financial aid or have to pay it outright or whatever. I don't get how people are paying for classes to come and not learn. I get that some classes are hard and some classes are difficult to grasp the concepts of, but to just be like, oh, I'm just going to come and I'm going to not put forth any effort. It doesn't matter to me that this class cost me $200. Blows my mind. Don't get it at all. We always joke that it's because their mommy and daddy are paying for it and they don't really care. But I don't understand it. It drives me nuts. And I griped about that for 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. But I was super irritated when I left the gym today when I saw all that. Anyway, I'm back home. And I need to go in and talk to my parents about Camden's school schedule, since I got the paperwork and stuff. And I think I'm just gonna rest tonight. I'm gonna make some hot tea, and I told Camden I would play Lego Batman and let him watch. So I think I'm gonna do that, and maybe go to bed early. I don't want to be sick. I'm whining when I'm sick, and it's not cute. So hopefully I can get some extra vitamin C and some extra fluids and be feeling better in the morning. We'll see. Thanks, everyone. Be good, be safe, have a blessed Monday evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.